Hello, everyone. This is Denise with Modern Priscilla Tarot, and this is Tarot at 12. Welcome. I hope you're all doing well today. I hope you're all staying safe wherever you are in the world. Welcome. Here where I am in the United States, in Illinois, I'm the center or the middle of the country, in the middle of the state. Apparently, I am a middle of the road kind of gal. But here it's 12 o'clock Central Time. It is lunchtime, and we're going to have a lot of fun. Grab your lunch if you're eating lunch, dinner, whatever you're doing, and enjoy the show. Welcome to anybody who is new here. I'm glad you found the channel, and welcome to all of our return viewers. I want to tell you guys how much I appreciate you and how much I have a great time reading for you as well. So why don't we get started? These are free tarot readings. I select randomly. My moderators post questions for me. They repost your questions so that I can find them in a hurry to try to save time so that we can get to more readings. So don't blame the moderators if I don't select the question. Please, be respectful. They are here to help. And some of the help that you don't see is going on behind the scenes. So be polite and give a shout out and a thank you to our lovely moderators. We had Zara here helping out right before the show started. I believe Night Reader will be here in a little bit. So we're going to do our best, though. Right now, it looks like we don't have any moderators now. So I will try to do my best. We're going to get started. All right. The deck I had spread out was the Deviant Moon Tarot, a little creepy, a little fun. And now let's see what we've got. We've got Hala Hala, personality of future husband, and when would I meet him? Ooh, okay. Let's find out. We're going to use Tarot in Wonderland for this one, and we're going to find out. All righty. Let us see what we've got. Personality of future husband. When will Hala Hala meet this man? When? And what will his personality be like? All right, let us find out. We want to know. And Hala Hala especially wants to know, right? We're going to find out. Okay, let us find out. And I wanted to let you know the questions are selected randomly. They are free. However, if you would like to kind of bump yourself up, guarantee a reading, you are welcome to drop a donation of any amount, and that will make you priority status. And that option's available to everyone. Let me fix this here. Hold on. It's looking a little wonky. I don't know. Maybe. That's better? I don't know. Okay. Let's see. The future husband. What is the personality going to be like? And when are we thinking you'll meet him? Oh, wow. Look at this. This is awesome. I think you're going to have a fabulous time with your husband. I think you're going to get along very well. And I think that, you're going to be happy. You're going to have friends, family support. I think it's looking great. And I'll explain why. We've got our Three of Cups here. Look at that card. You can just tell how happy and celebrational they all are and support. This is not just about being happy and having these little drinks and cakes or whatever else they've got, but it's about support and being happy for the decision. So I think people will be pleased, but more importantly, I think you will be pleased. I think you will be very happy. We have here at the end, we have the 10 of Cups. This is where you're trying to go, right? This is what you want. You want all the cups. The cups, love, emotion, feelings. The 10 means completion, the end of a cycle, achievement. This is what you want. You want to feel that warm, fuzzy family feeling, be in love and have that joyous feeling, right? So I'm thinking good things are really coming. Now, as far as his personality, I think that your future husband is going to be a hard worker. I think that financially, that your husband will be making sure to take care of the details. So really being a strong financial partner and a partner in, dealing with daily life and things like that. That's what I'm seeing here in this Eight of Pentacles. I also think that your future husband will have the ability to kind of keep everybody calm, keep everybody in check. This is the Hierophant, and the Hierophant is all about ritual, tradition, but also, like I mentioned, keeping everybody happy, keeping everybody confident and on the same page. What a great combo, right? That's awesome. And then here we've got the Success. Now, I wasn't able to get anything here on when, so let's pull an endgame card and see if we can get an idea of when this fabulous husband will be coming into the picture. All right, what have we got? We've got our King of Pentacles, not pictures. I don't know why I said that. King of Pentacles. Now, kings, they're always focused on like the big picture, kind of just watching everything to kind of make sure that everything is good. Now, Pentacles, this is all about somebody, the king. He's about somebody who's very stable, very sensible, a leader, self-sufficient, that kind of a thing. This guy's also somebody who's a big promoter, somebody who always wants to promote people's success. So it seems to me that when you do meet him, it's going to click immediately. This still does not give me an idea of when, so we're going to follow up with one more and see if we can get it. When? Resurrection and judgment. This is a decision. I think this is coming soon, and you're going to be deciding, what to do, where to take this. What do you feel? What do you want? That's coming soon. So I do think it's going to be sooner rather than later. I can't give you like a Tuesday at 3 o'clock kind of update because that's not how the cards work. But this is telling me that it should be soon. This is on the verge of happening for you. This is what you are wanting. You're trying to go here. This is where you want, but you still have to figure it out, right? You still have to make sure that you know everything about this person so that you can decide. So things look like they're coming sooner rather than later. I think he's going to have a great personality, great work ethic, and I think you are going to be feeling mighty good. Oh, holla, holla. That was a good one. I like it. I hope you like it, is more importantly. All righty. Well, thank you for letting me read for you. Let us see what we've got going on here. I have a donation. I thought I heard buzzing. Let me see. Talicia, hello. How are you? I will find your question. Thank you so much for the donation. Oh, Night Reader's here. Night Reader's show was popping. He was busy, and might not have made it in time. So I'm glad you did. You had a great show. I'm glad I could be there. All righty. So, Alyssa. Okay. Personality of your next love. Ooh, I like personality things. Let's use light seers. All right, guys, I have a question for you. Everybody listen. I want your opinion, and I want you to drop this in the comments. I will review. So please, in the comments, I am purchasing a new tarot deck today to show you guys and do readings, and I've selected 2 that I think will be good for me to read with. I can't buy 2 right now because it's just not working for me financially, so I want you guys to help me. I have one that's a zombie theme, so a little spooky. And I have another one that's like vintage housewife, like 1950s TV. So I would love it. What kind of deck would you like to see? Zombies or vintage 1950s family life? You can write zombies or vintage, and I'll understand what you're meaning. I'd love to hear what you guys think. All right, back to this. Let's get back to business. Personality of Lisa's next love. Okay, let's lay it out and see what we can see. Thank you so much for your donation. And of course, this bumps you up to priority status. You are all welcome to do the same as Elisa did here if you would like. If not, I will continue to select free questions for the whole hour. Personality. Wow, it's looking good here too. Wow. Okay, I will tell you what I'm seeing. This is looking really good. All right, so your next love. Your next love is going to definitely have the stick-to-itiveness to make things work. Somebody who's not going to abandon you, when the first sign something goes wrong, or being distracted by other things in their life, other friends. I think somebody's going to be loyal and willing to go the long haul with you. So, personality trait here with the Two of Cups. This is love. I mean, look at this. This is where you guys are just going to mesh. You're going to be on, I keep saying this today, apparently it's the catchphrase for the day. You're going to be on the same page, but that's so important. Look at the magic just coming through with the hands. This is something where you're going to really mesh well. And because of this magic and everything, this deck, it also inspires in me the thought to say that spiritually, emotionally, I think you're going to really do well together. Excuse me. The personality of your next love will also be able to bring out what's good in you. See, that's what it's all about. That's what all relationships should be about. We bring out the best in the other person, and they bring out the best in us. So it's supposed to be a joint advancement. I don't know the word to use, but of your personality, advancement of your state in life and your level of understanding and success and all that great stuff. That's what this is. Look at, wow, bringing her up, right? All right, and then over here, we have the Seven of Cups. And this is all about choices. I think you guys are going to be really compatible. I think he or she is a hard worker, will be very loyal. But I think there's also going to be lots of things that are going to open up. This is all about choices. This is all about not knowing what to choose. And again, because your future love is going to have that stick-to-itiveness and be on the same page as you, I think that the choices, selecting the right thing, going down the right path, it's all a learning curve. We are all learning, and we all sometimes pick the wrong things. But I'm thinking what this is saying is, there's going to be lots of times where I think your husband or boyfriend or wife or whoever this is going to have good instincts. Good instinct, that's the word. Good instincts, knowing what's going to work well. And this could be in home, business, place to live, things like that. I think good instincts are in there. So yeah, wow, this sounds like a cool person. I didn't see anything that was like, ooh, watch out for that. Nothing like that. So that sounds awesome. All right. Well, good luck with that. All righty. So let me see. My phone will not open. There we go. Of course it won't, because everybody, technology-wise, likes to make my life difficult. All right. We do have another donation, and this is from PayPal initials AG. Let me see if I can find it. You are so welcome. You're so welcome, Elisa. I hope that helped. So let me see. I am looking for the question from a donation from AG. I am not seeing it yet. Well, I'm not seeing it. So if you would like to post your question for me, AG, I am happy to read for you, and I am grateful for the donation. So in an effort, AG, there you go. Thank you. Right as I said that, we have great minds thinking alike here, right, AG? All right, so how does the Sagittarius Letitia currently view me? Ooh, all right, let's find out. How does Sagittarius Letitia currently view you? We're going to use Deviant Moon for this one. Sagittarius Letitia currently viewing AG the goat. All right. All righty, let us find out. Thank you again for your donation. Of course, this makes you priority status. All righty, let's see what we've got. Whoops, and I dropped some, not these, but I dropped something else, so of course I did. It's been one of those days like where I'm running into table legs, dropping things, walking into the door frame. I'm having like kleptomatic day today. I don't know why. Okay. How are you being viewed? Okay. Well, I am thinking that you are being viewed as somebody who there is opportunity with. This is kind of a slow moving kind of opportunity. Pages are all about messages, new information. But what they're also about in this particular suit, Pentacles, it's all about manifestation. So making something happen. What does this page want to make happen? Well, we've got the world right next to the page. The world is all about having it all. I mean, think about what the world would mean. But it's also about completion. So getting yourself to the where you're complete, because the goal right now is to see, about getting together. That would make sense. That would make sense. Manifesting that world-like feeling. What else have we got here? We've got our Seven of Wands. Now, Seven of Wands is about being a little defensive and about keeping things for yourself. I think this Seven of Wands is being defensive over this Five of Swords. The Five of Swords, this is all about one-upping somebody. This is all about trying to be the winner and not caring about hurting other people's feelings. So I'm wondering, is there a little bit of a push and pull? I'm not sure how connected you might already be to Sagittarius, Letitia, but this to me is kind of looking like defensive, feeling like you got to protect something, protect your, I'm not talking necessarily about physical things, like you got to protect your, your bank account. I'm not talking about stuff like that. I'm talking about kind of things about yourself, taking little pieces about yourself. Somebody's trying to one-up you. So is there another person trying to get Letitia's attention? That's what this is saying to me. The view, though, is that, this has potential. It's still very much in its infancy, though. A page is like the beginning of the court. It goes page, knight, queen, king. So it's the very beginning of the court. Pages, again, though, new messages, new information, and specifically with Pentacles, it's about a new manifestation. So possibility is there. But I'm really getting the strong feeling that there is somebody else in the picture. That, Letitia might be finished with, might not even be interested in, may not even notice, but there's somebody else there trying to keep, that for themselves or get that for themselves. So kind of be aware of that. Be watchful. But yeah, I think positive feelings, but I do think it's moving a little slowly. There is movement, but it's kind of trudging along kind of slow. Does that make sense? All right. Well, good luck with that, AG the Goat, and thank you for your donation. All right. Don't forget, put in the comments what kind of deck you want me to get next. Is it going to be a zombie deck or a vintage housewife 1950s deck? I want to know. I want to know. I've got a couple comments in here I see. Thank you. And I'm going to get the one you guys think. I can only get one, and those are the two I like. Oh, you are so very welcome. Oop, I grabbed the wrong one. You're very, very welcome. I hope that helped. Watch out for that over here. All right, let us get back to some other questions. JK, how are you? Deanie, Queen Luna, Ross Ad, I'm so glad you're here. Good to see you. I saw Ross Ad over at Night Reader's show. I moderate for Night Reader, and Night Reader moderates for me. It's kind of like a, give take. We're tarot BFFs, so we help each other out and, talk about channel improvement and all that good stuff. But all right, let's get back. Chess moves. Pretty Tara. Hello, Queen Luna. All right, let us see what we've got here. Zara was working too. All righty. Ritu, hello, how are you? Let's find out what your question is. Aditya. Sorry if I'm not saying it right. Feelings toward me. Does he love me? Okay, let us see. We're going to use Wizard's Tarot for this one. Are there love feelings for Aditya or for Ritu from Aditya? Aditya. Love feelings. We want to know what's going on. Are there love feelings for Ritu from Aditya? Okay, let's find out. Let's find out what is going on with that. Okay. Okay. All right. Now, I'm going to ask you the same question. Is there somebody else in the picture that Ritu, or I'm sorry, with Aditya might be kind of thinking about, or at least in the picture? I asked that. Here we have the 7 of Swords, and here we have the 8 of Swords. So we've got 7 and 8. 7 is about kind of being in competition, one-upmanship, you know, like wanting to win at all costs kind of thing. And next to that, now realize it's 7 and 8. I mean, it should be 7, but the way I laid it out, 7 and 8. So that means that's moving along in the event, meaning this is the feeling that, you know, something is being one-upped, you know, a competition of some sort that somebody else is not seeing. Somebody else is kind of removing themselves from this. Now, I'm not sure, you know, if you might know who this might be, but I have good news. I do not think Aditya really is interested in this other person. That's why they're here, not wanting to see it. What's on our bookends? We've got bookends, everybody. The Hanged Man and 10 of Cups. I say they're bookends because they connect and the middle ones connect, in case you're wondering where I get my bookend readings from. We've got the Hanged Man. This is about seeing things differently, not wanting to see this, but wanting to see things differently to get to here. This is our 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups. Look at this lush garden they have. They have a lotus flower fountain thing. All the cups, the warm fuzzy, the family, the love, the emotions, everything is together. And the different outlook, taking a different direction. So I'm thinking, you know, I'm not sure how much Aditya is in your life, or I mean, if you're talking yet, if you're not talking yet, I am not sure how that's going. But if you're not speaking yet, Aditya is looking for something different than what he or she has had. What he has had in the past, not even wanting to see it. Somebody's in competition with you, but he's looking for something different. He doesn't want this other person. He's looking for somebody who can provide this warm, fuzzy feeling for him, that love. Now, I want to kind of get a little bit better of a final clear answer. I do think it's coming. I do think the love is wanting to come. I do think it's here. Not sure if you're connected or not. So let me see, because that changes things. If you're together, then this would mean, you know, yes, he loves you. If you're not together, that would mean you're the type of person that he would want. So let us find out. 5 of Wands. Okay. So this is about practice. This is about getting things going. So I would say, you know, love is a very strong word, and love is possible here, but I still think you have a little bit to get there. That doesn't mean no, and that doesn't mean it's not going to happen. But I think there's a little bit more practice, meaning dating, getting to know each other. Sometimes, what does that mean? Sometimes it just means time, right? We have to have a certain amount of time. We wouldn't say, you know, somebody we meet on a first date or even a first week of dating or 2 weeks, we're all in that honeymoon stage. We're like, oh, la, 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 everything's great. After the honeymoon stage, that's when things start to kind of be revealed. So what this is telling me is there needs to be a little more discovery. Sometimes, again, that just means time. It doesn't mean no, but it means there's something. And somebody needs to get out of there. Somebody needs to get out of the picture, because that's who that is. However, Aditya doesn't like that. That person is not in you're not in trouble with that person or in competition, really, because Aditya doesn't want that person. But be watchful. We've had 2 of those readings today. It's interesting because some days I get the same cards for everybody, or there's similar questions or whatever. And I always kind of think it's the theme of the day. Okay, so let us move on. Thank you for letting me read for you. All righty, let's get up here. I want to see. Now, I am selecting randomly just because my moderators repost. I still select randomly from those. They repost just to help me find things a little faster. So keep that in mind. And do not be upset with the moderators or me. Because I try my best. I really do. Alrighty, so let us find out what Amula needs to know. Hello, what does S want to tell me his intentions? What's S want to tell me his intentions? Okay, I'm assuming you mean what S wants to tell you his intentions are. So that, in other words, what are his intentions? Not sure on that. If you could clarify for me, let me find out. Yeah, please clarify. I'm not quite sure I understand the question. Clarify that one for me, Amula, please. Thank you. All righty. Rajashri would like to know, when will my ex, Rudaksh, communicate with me for reconciliation in the future? No contact situation. His family is against the relationship. He is an Aries. Okay. So when will your ex communicate with you? And is this leading toward a new relationship, a reconnection in the future? Family's against it. No contact. Okay, I got it. All right, we're going to use the Anna K, and we're going to find out what is going on. I see Night Reader saying, with my question of vote, what kind of deck do you want to see? He's saying, another Wizard's Tarot deck. Well, guys, I want to know what you think. I want to know if you want the zombie one or the vintage 1950s housewife one. I can only get one. I like them both, but I want to know what you'd like to see. That's what this is about. I'm showing them to you as part of the experience. So let me know what you want to see. Do you want zombies, or do you want vintage housewife 1950s Donna Reed type of stuff? I don't know if everybody knows who Donna Reed is, but you can Google it. I love this Queen of Cups. Just the way it looks. Love it. Look how beautiful. Love it. Okay. So, when will your ex communicate with you for reconciliation? Okay. You're being kept out, and I can see that right here with our 5 of Pentacles. This is what this card means. You're being kept out. The family is potentially saying things, doing things. They're against it. I'm seeing from your question, and I see here with our Queen of Swords. Sorry for the glare. I don't know what I'm going to do about that. The Queen of Swords is telling me that, yeah, they are really talking in your ex's ear. That this is very clear. Here's you. This is the Queen of Cups. Now, she in this deck looks sad. You know, she looks like she's leaning down, but she's also trying to gauge what's going on. She's trying to read the emotions. She's trying to control her own emotions at the same time. Cups is all about emotions and love. What a fitting card this is for your question and for what you must be experiencing right now. So I see that you're being kept out. I see that, you know, you're getting, or not you, your ex is getting talked to. They are. This is what's going on. And I see the Queen of Cups. Again, this is you. This is how you're feeling. And you're feeling this way because of this. You've got your back. See, look at, got your back to it. Like, I don't, you know, that's upsetting. This is you being kept out. What have we got here? Got our High Priest. This is about coming together. This is about ritual, tradition. This is about making sure that everybody is positive and happy. So what this is saying is I do think, there might be a chance for things to come back together. Since you are exes, you do have a history together, which would tie into ritual. Not that there are rituals going on, but this things that you do on a regular basis, which would be a relationship that you feel comfortable in, right? So there is that. But I think part of this is saying, keeping everybody happy also means for your ex to keep the family happy, which is the problem. So I'm seeing that this is still going on. This is still a very active situation. That's perhaps why you're not in contact right now. Let's do an end game and see, can you expect contact anytime soon? Let's put it that way and see what we get, okay? There you go. Yep. I think you might hear something soon. 2 of Cups. That's about coming together. That's about love. That's about, decisions that have been made in the favor of love. So meaning love wins the decision. You see? So I'm thinking something might be coming sooner. And I do believe that that feeling is still there. However, that family member or members who's saying or talking or whatever they're doing, yeah, they're yakking. This is somebody talking, and this is you being kept out. Definitely. All righty. Well, good luck. I can imagine how frustrating that must be for you, but I do think that 2 of Cups is saying, something's coming. So sooner rather than later. Remember how I phrased it. All right. Good luck with that. Hang on. Hang on. It looks like it might be coming. Use your best judgment, That's right, Night Reader. Tarot, but BFFs. Okay, so let us move on. JK, how are you? And I am fine. Thank you for asking. May I please know what my spirit guardians want me to tell me for today? Oh, these are one of my favorites. I love messages from spirit, your angels, the universe, whatever it is that you believe or call it. I personally, call it, I personally think like spirit guardians, I think of spirit animals, things like that. It is interchangeable in some sense, but in others it's not. So there are, nuances in each, but these types of questions are my favorite. So spirit guardians, what do you want JK to know today? We're going to do this with the Arcanum Tarot. We're going to get some insight. What messages are coming from spirit guardians today for JK? Yeah, these always give me kind of like the chills. It's like, I feel like it's my cell phone to the universe. I really do. Cards, sometimes the cards just really amaze me, right? Okay. So what you might need to know for today, woo, look at that. We've got the 9 of Cups and the Ace of Cups. Great, 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 great. All right. 6 of Wands. Let's start on this side because I kind of look at these, depending on what's next to each other, it might change, but I kind of try to look at these as what the messages are and then how do they maybe tie in together. And what this message is saying to me is you're going to have some kind of small successes today. It takes small successes to make big successes. I think that you might find something going your way today. I don't know if you've been working on something perhaps. Maybe that's going to be taking a step forward, to advance. Perhaps you're not working on anything and then something awesome is just going to fall kind of in your lap, Something, though, you're going to be feeling like small success, like, hey, yeah, that's pretty good. That's coming. What have you got here? This is a warning. I don't want to say warning. That's a bad connotation. This is something to look out for. That's better. Don't spend your time overthinking. I think today you might have an opportunity where you're feeling like you're overthinking, running things over in your mind over and over. That's what I call the hamster wheel of thoughts, running and running and running, thinking and thinking. Don't do that today. You might have the tendency to do that. Here, what is the awesomeness we see here? Wondering if this success has something to do with this. This is a new love, a new opportunity for love. And this is this is for success. They're both cups, so they're both about emotion, love, excuse me. So if you're, if you're looking for somebody, if you know somebody, if you're dating somebody, things are going to go pick it up a level. If you're not actively looking for somebody, if you're not single and you're with somebody, I think there's going to be some kind of advancement in your relationship. So the spirit guardians are wanting you to know this. Obviously, this makes sense because don't do that to yourself. Don't overthink. That's pretty clear for your well-being. But I think your guides are wanting you to be aware of this potential here because, we all have a tendency to look for what's not right. You know what I mean? Instead of looking at what is. Even when we see something that's right, sometimes we all have the buts, It's right, but, or boy, that's great, but, things like that. So I think what this is saying in terms of how you can apply this in your day is when you find out what something's happening, something's going on, might involve relationship. If it's not a relationship at all, it would have something to do with something near and dear to your heart, something that makes you happy. But I'm thinking relationship is where I'm going. We'll see. But yeah. So don't just look at what's not there. Look at what is. That's kind of just like the advice, a reminder. You might already try to do that and be pretty adept at doing that. But that's a reminder. Don't forget to look at what's good, not just what's bad. Maybe too, if you're meeting somebody, that would be advice about that. You never know. All righty. Thank you for letting me read for you. All right. Next one we have is chess moves. How does Alexis currently feel about me? And did Alexis delete her social media because of me? Let's find out. Chess Moves wants to know. We're going to use Druidcraft. All right. How is Alexis feeling about chess moves? And is that the reason Alexis deleted her social media? Was it because of chess moves? Okay, let's find out. Don't forget, guys, zombies or vintage housewife. Tell me which deck to get. I'm very indecisive. I'm a Libra. Any of you that know anything about astrology and know anything about Libras, we are always indecisive. So I need your help. Really, for real. I'm not just being nice. I really need your help. Okay, so how is Alexis feeling about you? Okay, well, I'm thinking, that the social media was probably deleted because of whatever might be going on with you. I see that here in the Seven of Wands, excuse me. That's about being defensive. That's about guarding yourself and protecting yourself against what might be happening. Now, it might not be because of you per se, like because of what you did or didn't do, but it might be about what other people are doing, what other people are saying about it, what other people are encouraging Alexis to do. Maybe not just because she thought, oh yeah, that's it, you're deleted. It could be she's getting talked to because, again, that's also about holding your ground. Look at this person standing up there ready and fighting off against these other people. See? So that's why I'm thinking it might not have anything to do really with something you did or said, but people are talking. We've got the Chariot. This is about things moving quickly and things staying in line. I'm thinking that, I don't know if it's her friends maybe talking, or why the deletion part has happened. But I think she's holding strong on that. We've got Strength right next to it. I think she's going to hold strong on that for a little while. But I do see here, we've got the Two of Pentacles. There is a choice going on. There is the tossing around of a choice. So I don't think you're out of the picture, But I don't see a whole bunch of love cards or cups or anything like that. So I'm not seeing some kind of huge declaration of love, but I'm also not seeing that there isn't. So does that make sense? It's very neutral in terms of the feelings department. This is the choice, though. Tossing around those two choices. This is the social media. Sticking strong with this. And again, I really think it's because somebody else is talking in Alexis's ear. Yeah, definitely. Alrighty. Well, I hope that helps shed some light on things for you. Thank you again for letting me read for you, Chess Moves. I almost said Chess Moon. I don't know where my words are coming from today. Alrighty, we have a donation. This is from Ross Ad. Thank you so much, Ross. You are always such a good, loyal audience member. I'm very supportive. I saw you over on Night Readers. It's so nice. A breath of fresh air to have you here. Okay. My grandmother, on my mother's side, passed away 15 years ago. I'm so sorry. The law says that my mother can sell its goods. Is what she will manage to sell at a fair price and out of his ownership with the rest of the family. Okay, I see the part two that it would obviously ran out of characters. So yeah, you can only put things in there. All right, so your grandmother, passed away. Law says mother. Okay, so let me get a Llewellyn, classic Llewellyn. I want to get a classic read on this. The law says that your mom can sell your grandmother's estate. What will she manage to sell at a fair and so out of the ownership? Okay. The rest of the family. Okay. Well, I'm hoping that the rest of the family's in agreement. I'm not sure what the protocol is for something like that. I've never dealt with anything like that, and the laws and all that kind of the legalities and all that stuff. And, traditionally how that goes for your family, not sure, but let's find out. We want to know about a fair price and what about the rest of the family? Wow. Okay. Before I even go on, let's just turn that one over. Temperance, right there. That's fairness. That's literally what, if you had to pick one word, two words. It's about fairness and balance. Balance. It's all about balance, so everything would be fair. Wow. Okay, that was number one. Let's turn the rest over. They're all jealous because they say, hey, pull us over. We're good too. Yes, 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 and yes. Okay. I'm wondering, what kind of plans are in place? Is there something that was signed at one point so that this was already kind of worked out? Well, I'll tell you why I'm asking. The Queen of Pentacles, this is about laying out a plan, but not following through with the plan. So I'm wondering, I don't know if there's a legal document or perhaps just the rest of your family expected it to go a certain way. So I'm seeing it's going to be a bit of a burden with the rest of the family. I think there's going to be a burden. That's what our 10 of Wands is saying. There is going to be a burden. But again, this 10 of Wands, he's remarkable. He's carrying all that. Can you imagine that burden? Wow. But look he's doing it. He's not dropping it. He's walking. He's not crying. There aren't people all over him. He's doing it. So I think the burden with the family will be able to be resolved, but it's probably going to be a little bit of a process. And I do think it's because something was set up that's not being followed through. And again, it might not be a legal document, but it could be something the family just thought was agreed on, or, whatever that looks like. But I have great news. It's going to be fair. The temperance is there. There's going to be balance, and it's going to create a new kind of opportunity for everybody to get on the same page, meaning family will come back together. Everybody will be in agreement. Everything will be fair. So I do think it will be okay. I do think, though, there is, maybe look into that and see if there is something you just aren't aware of in terms of a document, or kind of feel it out. Talk to your relatives. Was there anything talked about? I don't know how you would kind of do that without a legal, I don't know, but that is something that you need to kind of talk about. I think the family is going to have some issues here in the beginning, but great news, because look at that. Fair, balanced, and you get to take off and start off as your launching point right from that point. So yeah, check it out. See if there's another, document or an agreement. You might not even be aware. Maybe it's in your mother's things. Maybe it's even in your grandmother's thing. Maybe it's not even an official thing that you'll end up following. But I think there's something else that you might not be aware of. And once that is found and talked about and put to rest, I think you will put those wands down, just like that 10 of wands, and you'll be like, okay, the burden is over. All right. Thank you so much for your donation. Thanks for letting me read for you. Okay. Let's see. Kathleen Boyle, how are you? I recognize you from Night Reader Show. I am so glad that you've come over. Wonderful to see you. And let's get to your question. Do I know the Anne just now that I put it together. Do I know the man do I know him now, the one you're marrying? Do you know the man that you're going to marry? Is he in your life now, right? All right, we're going to do, whoops, I almost dropped my cards again. We're going to do today's journey. We want to know, for Kathleen, does Kathleen know the man that she will marry? Is this person in her life, or is this somebody else? Okay, we're going to use today's journey. I think I said that. I think I said it. Who knows? Lately, I've just been tripping on my words, and I call it word salad. It's word salad. Word salad. That's what I'm having for lunch, word salad. All right, do you know this person in your life? And I think you do. I think you do. This is the four of water, but it's the 4 of cups. The 4 of cups. Now, this is kind of about being bored with what you've got and just keep on walking by. Now, that kind of sounds like, well, bored with what you've got means what I've got I don't want. That's what that sounds like, right? Not so much. Not in this deck, especially. This is about not even seeing things. And you're bored because you're not seeing something else. Now, if you look at the traditional decks, like the traditional, imagery, it's usually, this guy sitting under a tree. He's looking at his 3 cups and not seeing the other one, the one that's handed to him. He doesn't want to see. Well, what is being handed to you? Somebody that you know. And look at this dude. He's walking through with this lunch or whatever he's doing and headphones on, not even looking. But they're there, aren't they? Yeah, they are. All right. Here we have, this is temperance. It's called discernment in this deck, but it's all about balance. So how you know this person? Maybe you know them in work together, like a friendship, a coworker, maybe it's your friend's brother or sister, oh man, brother. I always try to be gender neutral, guys. I'm sorry if I'm not. I do try to be. But anyway, it's finding that balance. Like, how do I keep the current relationship how do I not lose the current relationship? I mean, we all know that kind of age-old thing that, once you start dating your friend, if it doesn't work out, then you're no longer friends and you lose both. Well, that is telling me that balance is going to be there. That means to me that you do know this person. All right. Where is this dude walking? The one who doesn't notice things. He's walking to the 10 of water. What's our 10 of water? 10 of cups. 10 of cups. That's where you want to be. That's the happy family. That's where everything's coming together. The warm, fuzzy feelings, so love, yes, but all of that comfort, that joy, that's where you're walking to. But if you keep walking without looking around, look at that. You're going to get there and you're going to be by yourself, right? So that to me is very clearly saying it's probably somebody you already know. Now, what have we got here? This is the Wheel of Fortune. This is life. The Wheel of Fortune, that's all, well, obviously life. And in the picture here with the roller coaster, life goes up and down, doesn't it? But in this particular card, the Wheel of Fortune, it also stands for things coming to completion. Things that go around come around. And if this person is somebody you know and perhaps a friend, that cycle of friendship, building, all that stuff, it just goes around the wheel. You see that? So the Wheel of Fortune is telling me that, yes, that is exactly what's happening. Once you get on the same page, once you realize who this person is and get to know each other, rightfully so, you can't just assume and run off and buy an engagement ring. You gotta do your due diligence. But yeah, things are going to go well, and you're going to be able, if it is a friend, you are going to be able to have that balance and keep that friendship in addition to the romantic relationship, which is a great thing, because a lot of times that doesn't work. But in your case, I'm thinking, yeah. Ooh, Kathleen, I want to see who all of the people you know are. Want to find out who this person might be. Sounds like a game show, like where everybody's sitting and they all have question marks on their face and you can't tell who it is. Maybe we should make up a show like that, huh? Well, good luck, Kathleen. All right, chess moves. I did do yours. Did you hear it? If not, we're about 50 minutes in. You might want to back it up to like the 40-minute-ish area, I hope. So sorry you missed it, but yeah, it's probably around that area. Thank you so much for your subscription and your like. For all of those of you that are here that are not subscribed, I invite you to do the subscription as well. Go ahead and hit it and smash that bell and you'll get notifications. I do all kinds of cool stuff. I do pop-up live streams where I answer questions. I also have videos. I have pick-a-cards. I have all kinds of cool stuff. And that way you'll know. You'll get it, especially for the random pop-ups. That's one that I think you definitely want to know about. All right, I'm seeing some votes. Don't forget, I want to know, do you want a zombie-themed deck or a vintage housewife deck, 1950s? Let me know, because I can't decide, and I can only get one. All righty, Dolly Sharma, hello. General reading for 6 months. You've got it. Let's do it. We're going to use Anna Kay because Anna Kay is my fave. And we're going to do 6 cards. We're just going to get an idea. Woo! We're going to get an idea what to expect each month. It's going to be a little snapshot for each of the 6 months. All right? 6 month, what's going on for Dolly Sharma? We want to know. All right. All right. So let's find out. We're going to see 6 months. We're going to go 1 month, 2 months, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now, because my viewing window is small, I have to kind of overlap, so I apologize. That is not to say they have anything to do with each other. I'm going to move these months down. We're going to do this. Month 1, month 2. Whoa, month 2. Any of you that are wondering, we had a question yesterday about it. I do not use reversals at this point. I do not find them useful in my practice at this point. Other people do them. Other people love them and have great value. I think they're awesome, just not for me right now. So there you go. All right, month 1. We've got the world. Looks like in a month, within the next month, which actually will start tomorrow. That's September. I feel like you're going to be getting some things finished. You're going to be getting things completed. That's what the world is standing for. Obviously, we talk about it all the time. The world is about having the world. It's also, though, about cycles. Look at the moon there. The moon is about cycles, and it's about completion. So I think you're going to be completing something of significance in month 1. Month 2, you're going to have an opportunity to really feel like you're building some foundations for future things. This is all about the Four of Wands. It's usually showing 2 people kind of with a stick little house they're building and celebrating. It's the beginnings of something. This is with support. This is with friends, family, some other kind of support that is going to be a really good foundation for the next month. Because look at that. This is, September, October, November. This is all about resurrection. This is about seeing whatever it is you're planning here. It's really going to make a great big difference for you. So it looks like you've got a lot in these 3 months. This, I wonder if something you've already been working on perhaps, but something you're going to get going here. You're going to feel the benefits and see the benefits in November. So wait, we got September, October, November, December, January, February. So December, I see that there's going to be some potential for you to be overthinking things, perhaps running things over in your mind. This is like the staying up late at night crying. I mean, obviously that's what it looks like, right? Overthinking. Well, whatever that is, the next month it's going away. Close that chapter, move on to the next one. You are free and clear of whatever was bothering you. So whatever's bothering you, remind yourself when this month comes that it's going to end. So don't let yourself go on a hamster wheel of thought. We're talking about that hamster wheel again of thoughts. Don't do it because it ends now. And then here in February, we've got the 10 of Rods. This is about that burden again, carrying the burden. But being successful. Now, this deck in particular looks like this guy doesn't look too happy, does he? They're usually of a person carrying the wands and walking down the street and things like that. Well, this tells me that with, you'll have that burden, but you might have the tendency to let it kind of drag you down, be worried about it, not knowing quite what to do. Don't allow that to happen. Now that you kind of have a little bit of insight into that, know that while it might seem overwhelming at first and you're not knowing what to do, you're going to be able to do it. You're going to carry those wands and you're not going to even drop one. You're not even going to be leaned over. You're going to be walking and you're going to carry it just fine. So don't find yourself doing this. So over the next few months or 6 months here, it looks like some things you've been working on are going to pop, but be careful. Don't bring yourself down by your own thoughts. Okay, good luck. It looks like a nice 6 months coming up. Okay, let me just check for donations. Okay, we don't have any right now, so we will keep on moving. We are nearing the end of the hour, just so you know. I'm going to try to grab as many as I can, but if you would like to guarantee a reading, go ahead and drop a donation of any amount, and we'll bump you to priority, and I will stick around for any donation readings. All right, Deanie, hello. May I ask if I have a chance at being successful with social media? Okay, so you want to know, are you going to be successful in social media? Let's use the Deviant Moon, and we're going to find out. Now, I don't know if that means like start social media. Will you be successful, or if it means what you're doing on social media, if that's going to make something happen that you want to happen. I am not sure. So let's get a read on the energy surrounding your social media. Okay, so that's what I'm asking the tarot. I'm going to focus here. All right, so this is the energy surrounding your social media ventures. Okay, since I don't know like where you are in the social media world. Social media is an interesting animal, isn't it? So much fun. We love it. We stay connected, but it also brings out so many other crappy things like bullying and competition and, it's like a double-edged sword, good and bad at the same time. Okay, so yes, I think you have a chance of being successful, whatever it is you're doing. Starting new social media, or if you're doing something on your social media, trying to create a result. Yes, absolutely. We've got our Ace of Pentacles here. The Ace of Pentacles is a new opportunity. It's an advancement. It's like the spark of something. And Pentacles is about our everyday life. Social media, right? So now here, this is you. I know that this is you. This is you deciding what to do about the social media. This is confirming what you've already told me in your question. So I can see that you're bouncing it around. I see that you're trying to figure out what's going on and if you should do it. The ace being right next to it is telling me that yes, you would be successful. Something to think about though. I think if you're trying to get somebody's attention, If you're trying to make something happen by whatever it is you're doing on social media, I think you might want to rethink it. Not because at some point it wouldn't do what you want it to do, but I think it's not going to achieve that right now. So whatever your current thinking is about it, you need to kind of rethink it. Knight of Swords is telling me the same thing. That's about rushing in and doing things without a plan. Sounds to me, now I don't know if you're trying to elicit a reaction from somebody or a response or something, but it looks like, you might not be getting the response that you think you're going to get. And that's because you have to follow through with something. Now, if you've got a plan, like in your head, like, okay, I'm going to post this on this day and that on that day, and I expect it to go this way, this means you need to evaluate that plan. It means you need to change up what you're doing. If you're not trying to get somebody's attention and you're just wondering in general if you'll be successful, yeah, you are. You've got these two right here. This doesn't matter if you're not trying to find somebody elicit a response from somebody. That doesn't mean anything. Online, you're already anonymous, right? Nobody can see you. So it doesn't matter. There's a plan. Well, you don't need a plan if you're not trying to do anything, right? If you're trying to get somebody to respond in a certain way, then, that I think will do well. But the plan needs to be kind of reevaluated, but as far as being successful with social media, yeah, look what you got there. You got that there. Be careful, though. If you're trying to get somebody to do something, it's looking like that's not going to happen right away. You got to change your plan. All righty. Hope that helped. Thanks for letting me read for you, Deanie. All righty. We are going to select one more question. If any of you are interested in securing a reading today, you can drop a donation. Any amount will guarantee you a reading. I will stick around for all donations, but this will be my last free question for today. We're at the end of the hour. All right, Julissa, can you tell me about my next relationship? I hope so. Let's find out. We're going to use the Today's Journey Tarot. And guys, this is your last chance to drop a suggestion in the comment, a vote. Do you want me to get the zombie tarot next, the zombie theme, or the 1950 housewife theme? All righty. Okay, we've got some buzzing going on here on my phone. Let's see what we've got. Okay, hold on one second. I have to look at this so I can see who donated. There we go. My phone is so weird. All righty, we have another donation. So thank you so much. I will do your question right after I finish this one. Julissa. Okay. Next relationship. Okay. Let's find out what's coming in the future for you and your next relationship. I don't know, zombie guys or housewives. It's funny, the same author of both decks, same artist as well. So that makes it even harder for me to pick one. Okay, so next relationship. You've got the One of Earth here, which is the Ace of Pentacles. I don't know if you were listening to that last reading. We had the Ace of Pentacles there. It was in this spot. So we've got a new opportunity coming. So this is a new spark. This means for financial wealth and well-being in your daily life. So I'm thinking with your next relationship, you're going to find that this person is very stable and potentially very successful. So that's what this is. It's like planting that seed for a new opportunity for wealth. Again, daily life. It could involve your home, your school. It could, those kinds of, but it's usually associated with wealth or material things. Okay, so that's looking really good. Now, what else do we have? We've got our Eight of Air. Next to that, we have illumination. This is the sun. The sun is beautiful. The sun is happy. Now, I just got to point this out as a funny thing. Usually, the sun is a naked baby on a horse, and I kind of just kiddingly, I make fun of it. I do love the card. But how funny, look at this one. It's not a naked baby on a horse. It looks like a Native American Indian riding on the horse. I like that little switch up on there. Anyway, so this is about the sun. This is about happiness. This is about everything's going great. So your next relationship, I think, has the opportunity to to be really good. Something that makes you happy. I mean, that sounds kind of elementary, but not everybody's happy. Sometimes people are together just because they don't want to be alone. Some people are together for financial reasons. Some people are together just because they feel like they should be married or whatever. But this means pure happiness. This is good. So our Eight of Swords, what is this doing here? This is all kind of telling me like waiting for it to be good, waiting for that happiness. And here, the Four of Water, again, walking away from that happiness, not seeing it. So this here is telling me that you're going to need to be especially aware of what you've got, what you need, what you want going forward, and focusing on what it is that is going right. A lot of times, like I said earlier, we focus on what's not right. Now, think about this. How many times have you gone to a restaurant where you can remember where the food was awesome? I'm sure you can remember a few, right? But tell me what restaurants you found that were terrible. You probably remember those, like, oh yeah, this one, I don't like when they had that cheeseburger, it's terrible, that salad was awful. See my point? It's easy to remember what went wrong instead of what went right. So what this is telling me is, while there might be challenges, while there is a learning curve, getting to know somebody, don't just throw away the baby with the bathwater. Are you familiar with that saying? It's about after you bathe your baby in the water. Oh, cute baby, you're all clean and la la la. And when you're done, you let the water out. You toss the water out. Bye. If you throw the baby with the bath water, you just threw away your baby, right? Don't throw away the baby with the bath water. That's the advice the tarot is sending very strongly. But in terms of your next relationship, I think happiness, and I think lots of opportunities for stability in your natural or material life, your material world, your everyday life. So yeah, looking good. Just make sure you're not just looking for what's wrong. Give the relationship a chance. The next relationship might be terrible. I mean, but it's not looking that way. We saw the sun. We saw this. It's looking good, but you got to focus on what's right, not what's wrong. Does that make sense? The baby with the bathwater, goofy analogy, I don't know, or saying, I should say. All righty, let's go ahead and get to our donation question. Let me find you here. I'm going to make sure your name, I think I do know your name. All righty, Elizabeth, thank you so much for your donation. Should I leave the connection with M? Okay, should you leave this connection with M? We're going to use the Silver Era Tarot. I haven't used this one in a while. Gorgeous, gorgeous deck. Had beautiful borders, and I chopped them off because I do not like borders. Okay, so should you leave the connection with M? Should you leave the connection with M, Elizabeth? Okay, let's find. Ooh, I had it the wrong way. There we go. I trimmed the borders, and they're super tiny now. Look at, they're baby cards. They're baby cards. Okay, so should you leave the connection with M? I do not think so. I do not think so. I'm assuming this is a romantic connection. I've got all cards saying this is a good romantic connection. Let me tell you why. Ace of Wands, opportunity to grow, opportunity. This is Wands is all about growth and effort, and this is a new opportunity. The seeds are there. The foundation has been built. That's what the Four of Wands is about. You notice, obviously, these cards look all black and white, but if you can see up close, they have some that are colored. It's really a cool deck. But notice, this is about building the home. This is obviously not like the home in the background that has a roof and four walls and all that stuff. It's the beginning. See, it's the beginning. So, and the foundation you've built has the opportunity to grow into something more. Here's your decision right now. You are trying to make a decision. This is our justice card. Now, justice, clearly, you know what the word justice means. It's about what's fair. What's the decision? What are you going to want? Clearly, you're questioning the decision. Here, next to it, we have the Lovers. This is about two people obviously coming together. Now, when it's a romantic question, obviously that makes total sense. When it's not romantic, this would be something like something near and dear to you, something that you love, something that you're very passionate about. This is one of the majors, so this is a strong theme in your life. I do see here in this deck, they are back to back, aren't they? They're back to back. So I'm wondering if you're just not seeing eye to eye with M. You're both wanting the same thing, but it's just not meshing up for some reason. And I think you need to get on the same page. We've got two wands here. Growth, effort. This is something that can totally move on to this point. So I'm thinking what this is saying is it is worth sticking around to try to repair, smooth over, connect, whatever that is. But I want you to use your best judgment. The cards give us a little insight into what we might expect. Cards read the energy of the moment. We have free will, so we can change things. And other people also have free will, so they can do different things and throw the timeline off, So always be watching, always keep your ears open, use your instincts. You know what's going on in your head and M, so you know more. But what the cards are saying is energy's looking like you guys are you're doing pretty well if you get on the same page. Don't just stand, don't be them. Don't be them looking away from each other. You've got that love there, but don't turn your... Well, thank you for your donation, and thank you for letting me read for you. I hope that was helpful. I see some... Oh, Tarot Magician, how are you? I'm so glad that you stopped by. For those of you who do not know the Tarot Magician, she has a great show. You should subscribe and hit the bell because she has lots of things pop up that you'll definitely want that subscription for. So hello, Tarot Magician. Alrighty, we have another donation. Let me see. This is for initials GT. Let me see. Happily ever after. Thank you so much. I should have remembered that, huh? Let me see where your question is. If you haven't typed it already, please go ahead and put that into the chat. Tarot Magician, you're the nicest person, I swear. You really are. Okay, so happily ever after, you read my mind. Thank you for your donation. Let's get to your question. What are Raza's actions during our current long-distance relationship in the future? Okay, so what kind of things might you expect with your long-distance relationship? Okay, that's why I'm going to phrase it in my head. And we're going to use Tarot in Wonderland. And we're going to see what you might expect. What kind of actions are coming in the future? Got a long-distance relationship. I think I remember this reading we did previously about some things going on. Yeah, so let us get a clean read on this. We want to know long distance relationship in the future. Is something to look out for or to be excited about? Yeah, we want to know. Isn't this card so cute? Look at the deer. I love it. Okay. So what's going on in the long distance relationship? I think that this is going to continue to be a long distance relationship for a while. The reason I say that is we've got strength here and we've got the 10 of Wands. This is about carrying that load and being strong while you're doing it. This is usually a strong card about getting through that burden, meaning you're carrying a burden, but you're not like completely crushed by it. I mean, look at this little beaver guy. He's even pushing a wheelbarrow, right? So this is something that I think is a bit of, obviously it's burdensome for you because you're long distance and that's hard. People do build very successful relationships long distance though, but it does have an additional layer that makes it difficult. All relationships have challenges, but being long distance, that's, you know, it's a little bit harder in some ways. So I think that this is you still carrying it, and I think you need to be strong because I think it's looking right now that this might be a little bit longer. However, a decision has been made. There is going to be something coming up. Now, I realize we're talking about the future, but this is in the front of the spread. This is the first card, and this is justice. So this is about fairness. This is about balance. So I think a decision, while it might take a while to bring the decision to reality, I think the decision is going to be there, and that's going to be sooner rather than later. You know, this here, the Four of Pentacles, you can see here in this particular deck, look at our little mouse, you know, looking down, looks like he's sleeping, you know, just kind of looking and not wanting to pour the tea. You know, it's a teapot, so not wanting to pour the tea or whatever that is, not ready to move. So I think when this decision, you guys are probably going to talk about something, decide something together, but I think that there's going to be that hesitation. I think there's going to be that little part where you're reserving, like almost like that thing. I'll believe it when I see it, that kind of feeling. Doesn't mean a bad thing. I feel like you're just kind of taking a step back, like, let me see. And then we see that things are taking longer than you think. However, great news here on the end of our spread. Everything's in order. Look at how orderly all that fruit is in there. Look at how the beaver has them all gathered up so they're not falling out. So they're not like that. I think things are coming together. I really do. I just think it's going to be slower than what might be preferred. I think you're going to be deciding something pretty soon. I see this right here very clear, very clear. And the strength card, I picked him up too fast. I should have left that out. This is where you are, that strength. This also talks about the strength of your relationship. So good things are coming. Good things are coming. Just be patient. I know patience is like the hardest thing in the world for me, but I'm sure, everybody loves patience, right? That's what it's asking. It's asking you to remember to be patient. Alrighty. Thank you for your donation and best of luck. I'd love an update in the future if there is one. If you feel like sharing, of course. I never want anybody to feel like they have to share, of course, but I always wonder what happens, Alrighty. We've got another donation. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. Let's see what's going on. What is M currently feeling? Let's find out. We are going to use what? We're going to use the Deviant Moon. I've been using this one several times today. Just so you guys know, I choose my decks very randomly. Randomly meaning they don't mean anything to you. If I select a deck, you shouldn't go, uh-oh, she picked that one. I pick whatever is calling my name in the moment. So, yeah, don't ever read too much into that because I don't want you to feel like certain decks are for certain questions or whatnot. I literally pick what I'm in the mood for or what calls my name when I read the question. Spontaneous gal. That's me. Spontaneous gal. You guys, we're still live too. If you haven't put your vote in, please do. Which deck do you want me to get next? Do you want the zombie one or the 1950s housewife one, the vintage one? I am buying it today. Amazon cart is telling me, give me your money. So put it in. I can't decide. I honestly can't decide. What? Wow, there are some strong things going on here, Elizabeth. Wow. All right. Well, we have two majors and we have two court cards. There are a lot of people in here, huh? A lot of people. There's something going on? Got some people. Okay. So, what have we got? High Priestess. I think there's a little bit of confusion, mystery. Not confusion like, what are we doing? But I mean, I think M is sort of tossing that up like, you know what? I'm not sure. And you guys, you have to remember, sometimes when we make decisions, and this is true about anything, not even just romance, sometimes when we can't make a decision, we can still make a decision. And you know what that decision is? The decision is not to decide. See? So that's the feeling I'm really getting from that. Not that it's a bad thing, like, oh, you know, I'm tossing this on me, but I feel like there's a little bit of uncertainty there, you know, that kind of stepping back, you know, and trying to see, you know, what's what. We've got our Page of Swords. Page of Swords is coming away from that confusion, right? So I do see that confusion lifting. The Page of Swords is walking away from that. Pages are new information. These are messages. This is Swords, so it's all about new ideas and curiosity. You know, so this is somebody who is really kind of be a fast moving, kind of a fast learner, adapting, getting in. So I think that, you know, there are good feelings there. And there's no concern that you would not mesh. I don't think M is concerned that, oh, I don't like this or that, or I don't know how we do if we did this or that, or my friends, or nah, 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 nah. I don't think there's any of that. I don't think there's any of that. What have we got next? We've got Justice. This is the decision card. This is our decision. The decision is right here next to the King of Wands. King of Wands. He's the one who gets it done and gets it done right. This is the one. I mean, look at all these weird little crazy people are hanging on his robes because he's like the king. Well, he is the king. But I meant, you know, they're all like, oh, the king. This is somebody who is like the CEO of their own company. What does a CEO do? Think about it. The CEO runs the company. That means they manage money. That means they manage people. That means they plan for things in 5 years. That means they deal with things on their plate right now. They can do everything, right? It's the go big or go home guy, meaning let's do this. This is what this guy is saying. So what am I thinking that M is currently feeling? I think there's a little mystery, just a little bit of, you know, trying to figure it out. But I think that will pass. I think that will pass. Then there will be a decision about, okay, what are we going to do? And take that decision and run with it. Run with it. Run with it, King of Wands. So I'm thinking it looks good. Thinking it looks good. All righty, Elizabeth, thank you so much. And thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. And again, I'll remind you, you guys, vote. Zombies or housewives. I'm going to do it right when we hang up like we're on the phone. I'm going to do it right when we're done with our show. I'm going to order it. Alrighty, we have a donation. Thank you so much, Aqua Leo. Thank you so much. And let's find out what your question is. Go ahead and put that in there, Aqua Leo. I did get the donation. I see that, and I don't see a question, though. So if you would drop that for me, that'd be great. And Tarot Magician, that is the Deviant Moon. I'm assuming you're talking about it. While we're waiting for Aqua Leo to post, let's just... Oh, you are welcome, Elizabeth. I mean, look, I'll spread out a few. I guess that's not helpful, is it? Look at this. It's so cool, isn't it? My daughter has a tattoo on the back of her arm, and it's the same kind of moon, like where it's the half moon and half the dark moon. It's so cool. Every time I see this deck, I think of my daughter's tattoo. Well, I'm not sure if this messy look was... Hey, I just remembered. I have a flip through. Go ahead and look. I have a quick peek video. If you want to take a look, you know, fast forward through whatever you want to do. Is the coolest thing. Night Reader says it's scary. Night Reader. Night Reader doesn't like the Deviant Moon, you guys. I'm going to send it to you for your birthday. Okay. So, Aqua Leo posted her question. Okay. So Aqua Leo would like to know, is there hope for me to get on top of the workload and achieve balance? Or do I need to be looking outside this company? Oh, I know how you feel. Oh my goodness, do I know how you feel? Let's use the light seers, and we're going to see if Aqua Leo, if there's any hope that she's just going to get on top of that workload. Is she going to be able to just get that in balance? Or is this something that you're just going to need to move on? Let's find out. Let us find out. Okay. All right, so let's find out. We want some balance. Well, not if it's not the right job, though. So maybe we don't want that. We want to know, is it time to leave or stay because balance is coming? Let's find out. I'm sorry about that glare, guys. I moved it. I thought I had it right, but this is what I get. It's like literally like a pole lamp, like you could buy it at Walmart for 10 bucks or 20. It's like a pole lamp you put in your living room. Cheapy one, but it's still good. But anyway, it's terrible glare. I can never get it fixed. Okay, so what this is telling me here, the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is all about action. Knights are all about action, first of all nights. They are about an important message. But because it is wands, wands are about energy, passion, getting things done. So you're wanting to get things done. You're feeling overwhelmed because you've got a huge workload. I'm going to tell you some good news. I think you're going to get on top of it. I think you are. Look at this. We've got the Two of Cups. That's balance. That is balance right there. Now, the Two of Cups is frequently kind of viewed as that romance card because cups is the suit of emotion, and clearly we have two hands here joined together and so forth. But this is also about coming together. Twos. The number 2 is for balance. It's for partnership. It's for communication. Twos. This is telling me that you're going to get that blend, balance, that workload, just like interlocking your fingers, right? 10 of Pentacles, the suit of wealth, money, work. This is the 10. This is the family. This is everything together. No, I'm not saying, that you're going to have your entire company over for dinner, or something like this family. But this is where you want to be. You want to feel like you're in a home. You've got everything under control. Everything's in balance. You're making money. You're getting things done. This, again, it's looking like you're going to get on top of it. I already told you why I thought that too with our wands. That's about the night. That's all about getting things done. Literally, that's what that means. And then look at what the result's going to be. The world. And that's about completion. That's about cycles coming and achievement. Literally what this means. This entire spread is telling me that you will be able to achieve balance, and that you are going to be able to get things done. This is you. You're the Knight of Wands. That is you. So yes, it's looking good. Now I want you to know, remember, use your best judgment. Things change. Energy's always swirling. Energy's always moving. Everybody has free will. But it's looking like, yeah, you're this Queen of Wands and you're going to get it done. And not only are you going to get it done, look how happy you're going to be and all this. No, I'm not. Obviously, you're not this one in the card. But that's you. That's the feeling you're going to have. You are the Knight of Wands, Aqua Leo. Get her done. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much for your donation. Hope that's helpful. Use your best judgment, but that's what it's looking like. All righty, we have another donation. All righty, this one, and I've already forgotten names, so please forgive me. This is PayPal initials TD, and let me find out. You're so welcome, Aqua Leo. Good luck with that. I know exactly how you are probably feeling. And Aqua Leo asked me, why did I turn it around? And I will tell you, anybody who's wondering, I don't read reversals at this time. I just do not incorporate it into my practice. People love reversals. Other readers get a whole lot of information from them. But in my tarot practice, which I've spent a lot of time developing my own skills and so forth, right now it is just not something that speaks to me. So I don't use it. That might change in the future, but right now I don't use reversal. So that's why I flipped it back the other way. But that's my process, just in case you were wondering, and like Aquileo was. Alrighty. So let's see. I'm going to find initials TD. That's you, Tanya. Woohoo! Thank you so much for your donation. What are Kay's feelings for me? Let's find out with the Druid Craft. Let us find out. All right. What are Kay's feelings for Tanya? What are Kay's feelings for Tanya? Oh, you're welcome, Aquileo. I know you were just wondering, and I'm sure other people were wondering as well. If you were wondering, you can bet that other people were. And in fact, I might wonder if I were watching somebody, but not because it's wrong or one is better, but this is better for me. So that's why. Yeah, Tarot Magician is mentioning in the chat that she does not read reversals also. So yeah, it's personal preference. I've spent enough time with the tarot that I know, what kind of information I get and, what is best for me and so forth. So nothing personal. People who do it and love it, it's great for them. So it's not saying good or bad. It's just the way I do it. All right. Okay. What are Kay's feelings for Tanya? We want to know what is going on with Kay. Thank you so much for your donation, Tanya. Let's find out what's going on with Kay. What's going on with Kay? Whoa, Kay has some feelings. I'm seeing feelings. We've got our Two of Cups. Now, I don't know if you were listening to the last reading, but we had a Two of Cups in there where I was talking about the workload blending. Again, Cups is things that are near and dear to your heart. Now, typically, again, the first thing that comes to mind is love, and it is a great suit for love. However, that reading I had before was about work, but in your reading, this is a love question. So look at that. We've got the Two of Cups coming together. And what is this next to? The Four of Wands, building a foundation. So this is in its infancy. This isn't at the beginning stages, but this is a very good sign. Obviously, I'm assuming you want Kay to have good feelings. But what's going on here? There's something going on. I feel like Kay is either busy working with somebody, helping somebody. Maybe somebody's helping Kay get through something. But because of the help, because of whatever it is, because they are either busy helping somebody or Kay is getting help from somebody, they're not able to see everything right now. Look at that. See? Look at her. She's not looking. She's hiding her eyes because she's busy. What is she busy doing? Helping people. Helping people. Now, sometimes that can be interpreted as receiving help as well. This wizard old man dude is giving them money. So it's about the give and take. It's about those kinds of things. But what I'm getting from this is, Kay is in the midst of something right now that's going on that's not allowing the movement to go quickly. Doesn't mean it's not moving, doesn't mean it won't move faster, but there's something else going on that's taking up a little bit of their energy, Kay's energy, and this is what's coming. This is what it looks like. Two of Cups and Four of Wands. Awesome plus awesome equals awesome. So that looks really awesome. So looking good, Tanya. Yeah, something's going on. And it involves help of some nature. Helping Kay or Kay helping somebody else. There's some help going on. And it's keeping Kay from being able to focus on developing things potentially. Or it's caused, maybe he needs help and he's got to get things in order. Does that make sense? All right. Thank you for your donation. All righty. Let me see what else we've got. We have another donation. Let's see. This is from Seba. Hello, Seba. Thank you so much for your donation. Night Reader had it up there for me. Thank you, Night Reader. How do people see me as a person currently? All right, we want to know, how are people viewing you currently? Whoops, I almost knocked all of my cards on the floor. Show would have been over. All right, we're going to use a classic Llewellyn. And how do people see Siba currently? How do people see you as a person? What stands out? Okay. All right. So let's find out what is going on. I don't know why I'm singing so much today. I sing goofy songs during all kinds of weird things, and just because I'm goofy. And there's this song I made up that's totally stupid and annoying, and I sing it whenever I'm making Italian food. And here I'm thinking I'm cute and funny. My husband said to me, "Can you not sing that song?" when I was making spaghetti. And I'm like, oh man, it was funny to me, but my husband didn't think it was so funny. See, he's not a fan. Okay. How do people see you as a person currently? Well, let me see what we've got. Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Now this kind of shows that people see you as giving. Somebody who sees you as, the ability to have things in your life. When you don't have things in your life, you're able to find things in your life, to fix things. That's the word. You're a problem solver. That's the word. So I'm saying that people see you as a problem solver, somebody who gets things done, and somebody who has good ideas. That's what this card alone is telling me. This confirms the getting things done. This is speed. Look at that. 8 of Wands. It's flying. And it's flying where? It's flying right into our new opportunity, right? This means that you create opportunities and you have things all together. Things are moving. You're able to get things done. Here we have our Queen of Swords. I think people see you as somebody who's a bit traditional. Somebody who also knows how to get things done. Confirming these again, that this is the Queen of Swords. This is somebody who oftentimes works in kind of criminal justice, a lawyer. And the reason, because this person is, first of all, very fair and knows right from wrong. But this person is also very black and white. This is right. This is wrong. This is how you do it. This is how you don't do it. And, often can be considered a bit of a micromanager. So kind of evaluate that about yourself. A person who gets things done and a person who is very straightforward and knows what, to do is awesome. But at the same time, if you take it too far to a level that's a different, you don't want to take it to that other level where now you're a micromanager and nobody wants to be around you or do things with you, right? So check that out. See if you're micromanaging. You might not want to do that. The other parts are very positive, though. And then here at the end, we have our Death card. So what this means to me is people see you as somebody who deals with things very well. When things happen that could be very consequential, meaning a big deal. If things are a big deal, you go with the flow. You're able to be logical. You're able to set things straight. Queen of Swords. And then changing things, making a new chapter, starting over, pick up the pieces and brush yourself off. So, that's what that's telling me there. So these are all awesome things. The only thing I would really kind of look at, though, is, are you a bit of a micromanager? You don't want to be that. You can still utilize those skills, the skills of a micromanager, knowing what to do, being able to guide people, keeping efficient, all those things are still positive. It's all about the presentation, right? You don't want to be a micromanager. You got to let people learn how, you teach them how to fly. You got to at least let them try to fly before you correct them, right? So don't be a micromanager. But otherwise, that's just something to look for. It looks, though, that it looks very positive. People have a good opinion of you, which is wonderful. And I like you too, Siba. How you like that? And I don't think you're a micromanager. Oh, my dear. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. Thank you for the donation. All right, let me just double check. Okay, my friends, it looks like donations, our questions have all been finished. So I'm going to wrap up the show. I want to thank you all for being here. I can't thank you enough. This is Tarot at 12. We do free readings for an hour every day. Donations get you priority status, which means you get the reading first. And I do stay over to read all donation questions. But it is a free show. If you weren't selected today, please know it's not personal. I do select randomly, and you're welcome to join me every day at 12 p.m. Central. I'd love to read for you. So thank you. Hit subscribe before you head out. And if you have a second, tell me what you want. You want the zombie deck or the vintage 1950s housewife deck? I'm going to order it in like 5 minutes. All right, my friends, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow.